In honoring Black History Month, I begin with America's beginning, the Declaration of Independence. We all know it is America's preeminent document where the Founding Fathers boldly declared their freedom from British rule in July 1776. But have you ever stopped to wonder about the 27 grievances outlined in the Declaration of Independence, particularly where they called England's King George III a tyrant for abolishing our most valuable laws? What valuable laws were abolished, and why did King George III do so? The answers are provocative and illuminating. Firstly, in the Declaration, when the Founding Fathers accused King George III of being a tyrant for abolishing our most valuable laws, they were referring to laws that conferred them economic power and protected their socio-economic systems, their slave codes. Moreover, Duncan MacLeod, in Slavery, Race, and the American Revolution, 1974, argued that the colonial elite justified the revolution's rhetoric of liberty while maintaining slavery through positive racism, which became foundational in shaping post-revolutionary attitudes and legal structures. Similarly, Eugene Genovese's role, Jordan Role, The World the Slaves Made, 1974, highlights how colonial slave laws ensured colonial-born blacks, who were Englishmen by birth, were permanently classified as property. These slave codes formed the legal basis for hereditary enslavement, restricting fundamental freedoms and preserving racial control, particularly in colonies like Virginia, which served as a model for others. MacLeod and Genovese's views suggest that the reference most valuable laws in the Declaration did include laws maintaining slavery, hereditary enslavement, and the mechanisms to control enslaved populations. These laws were seen as economically and socially crucial to many colonial elites, and Britain's abolition of slave codes found its way in the Declaration of Independence in 1776. Secondly, the British imperial government enacted the American Colonies Act of 1766, also known as the Declaratory Act of 1766, that reaffirmed Parliament's supreme legislative authority over colonial lawmaking. This act also abolished, for all purposes whatsoever, all colonial laws that denied or questioned the supreme legislative power of the Parliament. Colonial America's slave codes were abolished because they violated Parliament's English Bill of Rights of 1689, English common law, and parliamentary sovereignty. Further, in 1772, the British High Court, in the Somerset Stewart case, ruled slavery was not allowed and approved by the law of the kingdom, and could only be a lawful condition if Parliament authorized it, which it had not. Colonial elites viewed the British Empire's actions, such as the Declaratory Act of 1766 and the Somerset Decision, as a direct threat to their extra-legal control over black colonials. They knew that British legislation had abolished their extra-legal mechanism, which maintained slavery, and this posed a threat to the social and economic systems they relied on. And without delving into the debate as to whether the revolution was primarily about slavery or broader self-governance, it is evident that the abolishing our most valuable laws grievance in the Declaration refers to the slave codes and the protection of the legal right to enslave others. This grievance serves as direct and powerful evidence that enslaved black colonials were not legally enslaved individuals by English rule of law when the Declaration proclaimed independence. This is an important today because the fight for freedom, equality, and justice is ongoing, and this historical fact destroys the myth that white colonials owned black colonials and that they were chattel property under English law. Please share and visit our website at Wells Center on American Exceptionalism and look for future videos.